Hello again everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be asking the question, are you ready for harvest, and are you ready for the pests that come with harvest season? Before we get into today's video, folks, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. And for those of you that are looking to support our farm, please check out our website link in the description of the video, along with any discount codes that our friends and sponsors have down there as well. All right, so let's talk about harvest season because it's right around the corner, folks. It's pretty much here for some folks. But let's talk about what we need. So I have a few things on the table I want to go over and talk to you guys about. But first and foremost, I want to talk about harvest season and what that really means. You know, a lot of people are waking up to the fact that their plants have a bud rot or a disease or pests, and all that hard work from whenever you planted till now could go right out the window. And that's why this video is so important. It's important because you need to know when to act, how to act, and what to do before to prevent those things from happening. Right now, if you're watching the video and you're scrambling from pests or bud rot, you're going to want to see the video. You're going to want to know what to do. First and foremost, if you see bud rot, cut it out immediately. Do not wait. Cut it out immediately. I know it's really hard for some folks. They want to try to save everything they can, but the reality is you can't. You can't do it. And the best thing to do is to cut your losses and try to save the rest of the grow. Now, trying to prevent more pests, I'm going to bring some stuff on the table to show you what you can use to prevent pests. Here on the East Coast, we have a lot of caterpillars, worms, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of them. And so I have a couple of sprays that folks use that can prevent them or at least drastically reduce them. Also, if you guys have been following along, our lobster compost and lobster experiment in our grow has greatly reduced those caterpillars as well. And you can see in our grow, we don't really have much this year. Haven't even sprayed yet, and we're already in the third week of September. That's huge for us. That's really big. It's a great sign that our plants are super healthy. But for those of you that are looking for that, I do have some of that with me today, along with some harvest tools and things you're going to need. Today's video is not sponsored. This is for me telling you guys what you're going to need from experience and what you really need to be looking out for going forward. So let's jump over to the table. Let me show you what I have for harvest season this year. All right, folks, so let's dive into protecting the crop first, and we'll work all the way up until harvest time. So first and foremost, to protect the crop, I've got a couple of things here. The most commonly used spray, at least for caterpillars, is BT. This is a safer brand. Again, no sponsored products today. This is just me telling you from experience. I've used this a lot. It has worked really, really well for caterpillars. Azamax, also by General Hydroponics. Both of them are Omari certified. Both are very good at doing the job of eliminating or at least drastically reducing your caterpillar damage in your plants. So if you guys are on the East Coast and you're dealing with the worms, caterpillars, those two items right there are going to solve your problems, at least mitigate the disaster that these bugs can unfold on your crop. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is harvesting the plant. And so one of the things you got to have are gloves. This is just important to have. It's always good to have gloves so that you can focus on harvesting, making sure that your hands are in good condition. Always have gloves. You can get them at any big box store, online, or whatever. You're also going to need clippers, lots of them. Sometimes if your plants are really big, you want some larger garden shears to harvest out in the field, but overall you definitely need the trimming scissors. That is going to be something, along with isopropyl alcohol to clean those scissors and every other tool that you're using during your harvest. Now we're going to talk about, once you've extracted it from the field, what you need next. You need a designated area for this product to dry. This is going to be the most critical part of your grow. Although you thought that you did all the hard work all summer, you really need to focus on the harvest. A lot of folks, they think this is the finish line. It is not even close to the finish line. So first, you're going to need a dedicated space. You're going to have to imagine how you want this product to dry. Do you want it to dry on a trellis netting? Do you have a very small amount of space? You can use trellis netting. If you have a large amount of space, you can use the old clothesline trick where you just take the branches and hang across the clothesline like we did this summer from our indoor grow. There's a lot of options. Also, if you're going to start an indoor grow, you got to make sure that you have separate spaces and that these things cannot really be in a lot of light. It needs to be a cool, dark area that has relatively low humidity. Now, when I say low humidity, you really don't want to drop below 50%. You want to hang out between 65 and 50%. So that's where you really want to be when you're curing and drying the product. You're also going to need fans if you're doing it in a slightly uncontrolled environment. Air movement is key to preventing mold. So you really want to have some air movement along with labeling. If you have different varieties, you're going to want to label. I buy this for like $4. You can, I don't know how many labels I've gotten out of this thing so far, but I've had it since season 1. So those are some of the things that you really want to focus on. Now, when it comes to mold prevention, you have to be on top of your game. And when you see it, you just have to throw in the towel and get rid of it immediately. To remedy mold is very difficult. It's a hard decision to make because all that work leading up into it, and it could all be done in a matter of 2 or 3 days. Mold could take hold and your whole harvest is gone. So really want you guys to focus on that. Speaking from experience, as long as you keep the air moving and you prevent everything and you inspect everything as it comes into that drying room, reducing the risk of finding mold in your harvest. But folks, I've gotten so many questions on this, so feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. There's no way I'm going to be able to cover everything, but I have been getting a lot of harvest questions in the email and on comments from older videos. Bring all this stuff to your attention. I hope you all have a great harvest. And again, feel free to leave a comment on the video. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can, but it is a busy time of year here on the farm. Also, if you guys are looking to support our farm, check out our website links in the description of the video, along with my Facebook, our Instagram, and of course our emails down there as well. But folks, I hope you all have a happy, healthy harvest season, and I will see you in another video.